Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back. We got yet another boot review. This time I managed to get my hands on the Katyia model, maybe Katyia. I'm not positive on how to pronounce it. I'm thinking it's Katyia, by Jessica Simpson. So third pair of Jessica Simpson boots on the channel in almost just as many videos, 3 out of 4. So once again, I've been shopping on Poshmark, which has been great as far as getting some decent deals on brand name boots. So this pair is slightly over the knee, with a very, very small 3/4 inch wedge heel. And that's something I was actually looking for. I was looking for something with a very flat base, almost completely gone. It has a rounded toe. It's not very pointed. I would have preferred more of an almond toe on this style of boot, but a round toe is fine. They do have a outside zipper. This is actually the inside, the instep of the boot, and the zipper's on the outside, which is something I haven't had yet. This is my first pair of outside zip boots. So it's a very thick steel zipper. So it looks like it would be ornamental, but it is functional because there is no zip on the inside. And I did try pulling them on without unzipping them, and I couldn't get my foot in there. So they do need to be unzipped. They also have a leather tie attached to it to make a little bit of a decoration. They got these little metal ends on the end of it to keep it from getting frayed, which I thought was a nice touch. There's a nice solid pull ring along with that. They also have these little details right here and right at the bottom where they almost look like a screw head. They don't actually go all the way through. They're covered by fabric, which is nice. The inside of the boots have kind of a tricot lining like you would kind of expect. It's soft, and it's not quite as soft as those Cape Robbin cowboy boots though, which we're going to talk about again in a minute. But it is a nice soft lining. The only downfall that I had about this pair of boots, and if you look, the sticker's still here on the bottom and whatnot. It looks like the person who owned me before him never wore them. However, I know that's not 100% the case because of some of the damage that I found inside the boot. I'm going to try to see if I can get this to show up at all on camera. And I have to show you compared here. This was the right side, this is the left side. I only found the damage on the right side, but the left side is going to be damaged. In other words, it hasn't quite started yet, but it's going to. So on the inside of the boot, naturally is, let's see if we can get up close here, is the logo and whatnot. If I fold it way back, hopefully I can enhance this, but you got the Jessica Simpson logo, and this is covered. It's padded a little bit, and it's covered with almost feels like a leather material. Well, if we go and we open up this boot, we're going to try to bring it back over here. If you look, I put my foot in there and it felt like something was all balled up. And that's because this material is just flaking off inside the boot. I can take my hand in here and we can kind of rub on it a little bit. And there's some more of it. We'll get a little other. There's another little piece of it. It's just all flaking off inside of it. Basically, what they did was, it feels like they used real leather on the outside. this outside. It does say leather on the bottom. It says leather upper with fabric lining and man-made sole, made in China. It feels like they used real leather on the outside. However, on that insert, it feels like they used bonded leather. And there's a big difference between real leather and bonded leather. And I only discovered what bonded leather was because I have a desk chair in my office that was made from bonded leather. When I bought the chair, it was $100 and something chair, Staples, and it said, "Oh, real leather chair." I was like, "Oh, that's a good deal for a leather chair." Well, I've had the chair now for 4 years, and anywhere that my body's been touching the chair, like your armrests, back, the headrest area, but mostly it started with the arms, and then where my legs fold over the front of the seat, I started noticing little black bits of stuff on the floor of my den. What the heck is that? So then I looked, and the outer layer of the chair started to peel away from the fabric underneath. So I looked up what was causing this, and come to find it's bonded leather. And bonded leather is they take all the little leather scraps that they can't make anything else out of. They grind it up real fine into a pulp, and then they glue it down on a piece of fabric to make it thicker again. And it kind of feels like real leather. It's a little softer, and it's definitely, you can tell it's thinner, but it's still, to somebody who really doesn't know anything about leather goods, it's going to be, oh, that feels like regular leather. These definitely feel like a thicker leather. I don't believe these are bonded, but that inside part is definitely bonded. So that's my only complaint. I have tried them on. I'm jumping into this review really quick like I did the other two, so I don't have a long-term comfort update. Also with that insole, I gotta get all that material peeled out of there, because when I put my foot in, it balls all up and makes little things underneath my foot. It feels really uncomfortable. It's not painful, but it's like, oh, there's something in my shoe and I can't get it out. So I gotta try to fix that. I may bring these to a shoe repairman and have them redo the insole correctly. My cheap alternative is to go to Walgreens or Walmart and just buy pull the whole insole out of it, and then just put in some Dr. Scholl's insoles or something in there, just to and glue them down with like some shoe glue. That's my cheap version. I'm going to look into getting them professionally repaired first, because these are some really nice boots, and I'd like to actually be able to keep them. That being said, let me give you a quick update on the other two pairs of boots that we reviewed previously. First is those Jessica Simpson tan boots that everybody seemed to really love and was asking for me to wear them on the channel and whatnot. I unfortunately did not look these over well enough after purchasing them. Poshmark gives you time to review your purchase, and you can either accept the purchase or refuse the purchase. If you refuse the purchase, they send you a shipping label to ship it back to the seller, and it doesn't cost you anything. You can just, here, free shipping back to the seller, and you get your money back for the sale or for the purchase. I should have looked these over more. Remember, I was saying I'd never seen this color combination before on this particular model of boot. Saw them in dark brown leather, natural distressed leather, black leather. I never saw this green, this tan kind of color. It's because these are real Jessica Simpson boots, but they are not real leather. This is either PU, which is polyurethane, or they're bonded leather. And given the feel of them, I'm gonna go with that they're just fake leather. They're not even bonded leather, they're fake leather. Which is a real bummer, because they've already got damage to them. The person I bought them from never wore them. They only tried them on once. I've only tried them on once, and already the polyurethane coating is coming off, and I got a feeling the person who owned it before me tried them on and they didn't fit. They were too small around their legs. So when they tried to do up the zipper, it stretched the material. And when you have this polyurethane material, if it stretches too much, the outer coating can't stretch, but the fabric underneath can. And when it does, it separates. And you get things like this. That is the outer coating flaking off. So unfortunately, I didn't see that when I was first putting them on, first accepting them. And then I tried them on and I kind of looked down and I went, wait, what is that? And I kind of just did this with my finger and look, see, it's already peeling back apart even further. The more I touch it, the worse it gets. So that's why I haven't tried to wear these. I just want to be done with them. So I've already got them back up for sale. If anybody watching wants to make me an offer for them, feel free to send me an offer. I do have them listed up on Poshmark as well. I accept PayPal, so we can work out a deal. But that's the main reason why I'm selling them, is I thought when I bought these, they were real leather. If I had known that they were fake leather, I wouldn't even have purchased them. But the person in their comment section for this ad said they were leather. I believed them because I'd only ever seen them in leather. So shame on me for not doing better homework and research. This pair, theoretically, I could have sent them back for the damage inside the right boot. But because it's on the inside and I know I can make it right and I can fix it to a point to make them salvageable, I'm decided to keep these. If these had the same damage as these, sure enough, I would have sent them back. No doubt. Last update I wanted was to give you just a quick update on the Cape Robbin boots. These, oh my God, I am in love with these boots. They're super soft. They feel super durable, which is kind of what I said in the review video, but I've been wearing the heck out of them around the house. In fact, there's even starting to show a little bit of wear on the bottom because I've been wearing them practically almost daily. So now I can give a better review on the comfort level and whatnot. They do run big, especially after putting these on. These are just snug around my foot. So I have a little bit of a, you can't compare the fit of something like this with something like that. The heels are totally different and whatnot. However, this is much more similar to this. These run big side to side and front to back, so my foot has room to slide around in there, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, it's not like I'm swimming and it's sliding 5 inches front and back or whatever. It's a small thing where I could put on a pair of socks comfortably. This pair and most of my other boots, I have to wear like a pair of thin nylons because the thickness of the sock is just a little too much. It makes it a little too tight. But this pair, there's not a ton of padding in the bottom, but that's okay. It's still not uncomfortable to walk around and stand in it for long periods of time. So by far, these are my favorite pair of boots in the closet. They make awesome scrunchy noises when I'm walking around with them because you can never get them, because of that ruche design, you can never get them fully pulled up. They just, but overall, totally recommend these to anybody looking for a really wild pair of cowboy boots. It's the first time I've worn a cowboy style boot, and I'm actually thinking about maybe trying to get a legitimate pair of regular cowboy boots at some point. So that's my update. Again, you will see these at least once on this channel, just to do a quick little putting on and walking around video. They will definitely be featured on my other channel over at the other site. So that's it. The Katyia by Jessica Simpson. Got them on Poshmark. They still, I realize I didn't mention this prior, they still do sell these from a lot of retailers. I believe they just recently been discontinued. It's not as far off as some of the other models, like the Yana and the Ann and whatnot, whereas the very first run of boots that they've been long discontinued and they're becoming very difficult to find. These you can still find them on certain retailers. You'll probably be looking at about $100 for them or so, but they're all over eBay and Poshmark. Like, you can find them anywhere in a very, very good to almost new used condition. So, I mean, I paid $50 for these. So it was half the price of a normal retail, and as you can see, there's no discernible wear on the bottom of them at all. How that insole got screwed up and ended up peeling, I don't know exactly, because I mean, it looks like they never wore them, so I don't know how that would happen, but it did happen. So anyhow, I thank y'all for watching. Be sure to hit like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and we will see you again on the next. Thanks.
Uh-huh.